Good afternoon or good evening, wherever you are. This is TeamODZ Live. I'm Justin Wagner, and this is Wagner's Wagon. And we have Oofer on the team bus with us. Welcome, welcome, Oofer. We are here to tell more dad jokes than you care to hear, which for some of you is an impossible thing to do. But we try every week, and you keep coming back. And I said, look, I just can't do any more jokes. My bike is too tired. See what I did there? Hey, yo. Welcome, welcome. Let us know where you're from. Glad to have you on the stream with us. We got a good little group here in the game. And for others, one is enough. That's right, Andy. Welcome, Mr. Lawton, to the live stream. Okay. Morning, boys. You just try an Eric Denning morning, boys? Via text? I think Andy Lawton did. You know, I have to say, to whoever stole my set of highlighters, I will find you. Mark my words. Morning, Solstice. Solstice Nosa. Welcome, welcome. I didn't do it. That means you're guilty. Whoever says they didn't do it, definitely did it. I don't know what the context is, but you did it. Reincarnation. When you come back as a hillbilly. Okay. I'll take that one. It's allowable. So the doctor asked me, how often do you exercise? And I said, 3 times. The doctor says, a week? A month? What? I said, I've given my answer. 3 times. That's it. You figured out. I gotta quit telling these bad I don't work out jokes while doing a live stream. It's nobody believes them. Because I'm working out while telling the joke. This doesn't jive. So I get to pulling American jokes. What's the barrier over the power-up? Oh, that on the live stream is a cool little graphic that just shows the audio. So it'll show like the music, or if Oofer talks, it'll respond to his voice.
Yeah, so I'm regretting that I didn't bring up the live stream today. Maybe I can do it one this time.
It's all good. Andy Lawton says, my new stair lift is just driving me up the wall. No. No, Andy. So it turns out the adhesive factory was burglared last night. Police say the thieves left no glues. No glues at all, wiped it clean. They left no glues behind. Yeah, that's right, Andy. The overlay over the power-up started up as just a wagon wheel that spins And then we added that fun little bouncing effect with the music. So now it's a audio bouncing wagon wheel. Haven't you seen a wagon wheel that has little spikes that come out like that? Especially when the spikes don't rotate with the wheel.
Que siempre está junto a mí, dueña de mi corazón.
Okay. If you have any bowling puns, spare me. I see what you did there. I see what you did there. Adios, au revoir. I'm bilingual. No. That would actually be trilingual, but it's all good. Yeah. Oh, is Pete muted in Discord? There you go.
Nah, brilliant.
There we go.
Thanks, Justin. Yay, yay, hey.
It was payback. We wanted to make you go 3 hours with only jokes and no ability to talk back.
Yeah. I think it's the same sort of standard as they've always been, the jokes.
We lower the bar every week, Pete.
Oh dear. Well, some of them make me laugh, I must admit. I did like the vacuum cleaner one last week.
Well, I have to say, autocorrect makes me say things I didn't Nintendo. Yep, and you get to read it too now because I decided to bombard you twice.
Just flash up.
Andy Lawton says people are making apocalypse jokes like there's no tomorrow. Okay, I see what you did there. Because if it was, it's too early, brain hurts.
Oh, I don't know how you manage it because it's what? 11:30 here, and I'm still half asleep.
It's 4:33 in the morning.
Yeah, I don't know how you.
Yeah, nor do I, to be honest. Oh my gosh. Apparently there's a 12-pack of toilet paper that's a co-branding between the Scott brand, who made them, and Taco Bell. And it says they're Fiesta strength. Fiesta strength. No. No.
There was one of the Danish riders in the welter. He was complaining. He had a bit of a stomach problem, so he was complaining about the paper in the van in the bus. So Danish television, they bought him, I think, 24 rolls of prime toilet paper brought to him in the middle of the
Fiesta strength.
Yeah,
better hope it was
I was
Fiesta
pretty
strength.
impressed.
Andy Lawton says cat puns really freak me out. I'm not kidding. Okay. We're going cat jokes, sorry. Well, don't hate lazy people. They didn't do anything. So, I just saw a car being driven by a sheep in a swimsuit. Yeah, that's right. It was a lamb bikini. Pete, you doing investing?
Sorry?
You playing the stock market at all?
No, I gave that up years ago.
No.
It was,
You know, I heard buying some Bose stock is a good idea right now. I'm told it's a sound investment.
They're all in Jackson Hole now, all the central bankers, so let's see what they come up with.
They're just preparing Jackson Hole for the bike racers in 2 weeks.
Ah. There's actually one of my Saturday ride mates who's up there at the moment. visiting family, riding around Jackson.
The time has come to stand united for peace,
Pete, do you know what sea monsters eat?
unity, respect.
Should be able to work this one out. But I can't. Go on.
Of course, they eat fish and ships.
Release the Kraken.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Is that anybody released the Kraken? It didn't taste so good. Spit it back out. Good morning, Owen. Welcome to the live stream.
I often get like a bloody taste in my mouth when I release the Kraken, so there might be something about it.
So I've been getting into poetry recently. I came up with this one. I dig, she digs, he digs, they dig, we dig. It's probably not a really good poem, but I can tell you it's really deep.
Yeah.
That's right, folks. They don't get any better, and you keep coming back.
Yeah,
I don't
that
know.
one's the pitch. That one's the pitch, really.
I knew you were illiterate because I seen you paint letters on your lawn or that of your neighbor.
Did you hear that story, Pete?
No, go on.
All right, I'm gonna drink water. It's a good story. So, my front yard, my next door neighbor's front yard, like butt up against each other,
Yep.
and there's no real dividing line between them. And so my neighbor was out mowing his grass, and my son, who's like 7 or 8, is saying to him like, "Hey, stay on your side of the line. You're mowing our grass." And my neighbor's like, "What the heck, kid?" Like, I'll do what I want. He was joking. He's like, "I was tempted to go mow the first letter of our last name into your grass just to get back at him." And his last name starts with W. And his wife was like, "Hey, you do realize that's the first letter of their last name as well, right?" So a week goes by. He mows his lawn. Ours was still really long. So of course he mows a big W in the grass right on the boundary. And we had some cans of chalk paint that we hadn't used. Hold on, let me see if I can pull this up before the 30 minutes is over on the live stream. It's a good picture. Almost there. So we take red spray paint, and I painted a red W in his grass, a mirror image from what he had mowed into mine.
Ooh.
There we go.
So that's the point where it's interesting to see whether the conflict escalates or that it stays there.
So if,
He's
if
still
you're
talking.
if you're watching the live stream, there you go. There it is. There's the W he mowed in my grass, and the W I painted in his grass. I don't know what the mask was all about. Hey, Owen, if I don't recall the exact age of all my kids, that's my own business, all right? It changes every year, and there's 5 of them, okay? Okay.
God, yes. Good idea.
Owen says, people are usually shocked when they find out how bad of an electrician I am. Oh. Okay. Make it rain.
Come on, come on.
Right on. Right on.
It's exactly. So speaking of Owen being a bad electrician, the formula Andy says is red to red, black to black, blue to bits. Wait, color blue? Huh. I think we're gonna catch Diesel Dan. He's just up ahead of us.
We go flying past, won't we?
I think we will.
There's never a very, very, very big group with him, so
Yeah. It's because he.
so we shouldn't get lost in it.
No. He goes too slow for people to draft, honestly.
All right.
It's like you try to ride with him and you just ride away when you stop
Yeah.
pedaling. Maybe not that bad, but Owen. I'm the youngest of 3 in my family. My parents are both much older than I am. Oh gosh. Oh, we have a Tempest Fujit progress bar up in the top now.
Wow.
Look at that.
Yeah.
So, our buddies on the live stream, Dermot Frazier, I believe his last name. His buddy's been doing 10 Ironmans in 10 days. They just finished day 6 with a 2.4 mile swim in an hour and 13 minutes, 112 mile bike in 5:08, and 26.2 mile run in 5:12. Total time of 11:34 on his 6th in a row. Solid work. I worked for longer than that yesterday. Does that count?
Sure it does.
So when does he sleep?
You right? I'll tell you what, ask the same question about me. I honestly worked till like 9 o'clock last night, and my mind was still racing with all the stuff I was working on. That like, I was laying down in bed, but like, my brain didn't shut off until like after midnight. Like, oh gosh. 3 hours of sleep, baby! Here we come! So, if the jokes are bad, I blame it first on Andy Lawton, and second of all on 3 hours of sleep. But mainly Andy Lawton. Andy says, Justin, I'm responsible for what I say, not what you understand. Is that what you tell your wife too, Andy? I'm only responsible for what I say, not what you understand. Ha ha! It's a classic one, Owen. Owen says, I recently took a poll and found out that 100% of people were mad when the tent collapsed. I see what you did there. Well, maybe I didn't see it. Maybe I was in the tent. Now I'm blocked. Now I can't see anything. I thought I'd found a dinosaur skeleton the other day, but it turned out to be a fossil arm. Fossil arm. That's right. Let it sink in. Just embrace it, Pete. Just embrace it.
Got it. But that took a while, didn't it? So you're obviously much wider awake than I am. Oh.
Tupperware lids are like snowflakes. No two are alike. Isn't that the truth? All right, watch out for the people we're passing here on with Dan Diesel. Dan claims of being filling pockets with ride-ons since Jarvis. Such a liar. Liar! Pants on fire. Owen says he's convinced that his dryer turns socks into Tupperware lids. Now that I could believe.
Oh yeah.
Think you stumble onto something there, Owen. Andy says he calls his horse Mayo. Sometimes mayonnaise. Bah, bah, bah.
Oh. So now we got Kara as well.
Oh. Where's she on course? What's up, Jeff? Welcome to the stream. Or is Kara the runner? Kara's the runner. That's right, Kara is the runner. The rider is officially C Cadence nowadays. We all affectionately know her as Coco.
It always was Coco, but I think it's Kara.
They cut the name because Coco Cadence is the name of a author of adult novels.
Oh right.
Hey, Hoss 0812. Thank you for the follow on Twitch. Bam, bam, bam. Glad to have you. You know, I always knock on the fridge before I open it, just in case there's a salad dressing. Oh! Andy Lawton says, quote, resolutions, in 1 year, out the other. Oh. And for my next trick, I will eat a percussion sandwich. Drum roll, please.
Boom.
Drum roll, please.
All right.
Drum roll, please. No, Oofer, I need the drum roll. How else
Do
am I
you need to
gonna
laugh before you stop or what?
So, fun fact, turns out there are more airplanes in the ocean than there are submarines in the sky. It's a true story. Welcome, welcome. YouTuber VFX, thank you for liking the Facebook stream. What's up? So I was selling a bike locally on one of the You know, like the for sale websites, Craigslist, KSL. And the guy texts me, "Is your bike still for sale?" I said, "Yes, it is." He says, "What's the lowest you'll go on it?" I said, 2 miles an hour. Anything less than that and you'll definitely topple over. I mean, I topple over much higher speeds, so I'm not even sure 2 miles an hour is possible.
Oh.
So there's 3 people talking. 2 of them look exactly identical. And one of those identical ones says to the third, "Check it out. I'm the first person ever to clone myself." Another person says, "It's amazing. I bet you're pretty excited." To which he replies, "I'm beside myself." Silence. Silence. And he says, "You did this just so you could make that joke, didn't you?" He goes, best $12 billion I ever spent. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, Owen says, my favorite one this week is super geeky. You know how gluttony is a sin? But it's fine when you eat all the pies. Oh. Because sin pi equals 0. No. No. I think it's pronounced sine of pi. Math jokes. So I went by this restaurant and they had a sign that said, "Tables are for eating customers only, no loitering." I wasn't about to stick around and become a customer to find out what happens at those tables. Owen says, "I can't find a good time machine for sale anywhere. They just don't make them like they're going to." My son said to me last night, "Hey, Dad." I said, "Yeah, son? Did you ever get shot in the army?" I said, "No, I got shot in the leggy."
Leggy.
Speaking of being up early, which dinosaur wakes up the earliest? Give up?
Yep.
The Crocodon.
Ah.
Do you know what's at the bottom of the Bermuda Triangle? A rectangle. Oh man. I hope taxes are easier in your guys' country. Here's a meme about taxes in our country. You owe us money, it's called taxes. How much do I owe? Well, you have to figure that out. You mean I just pay what I want? Oh no. We know exactly how much you owe, but you have to guess that number too. What if I get it wrong? You go to prison.
Yes.
Facts.
Well, over here everything is pre-filled, and you're free to change it if you dare.
Is it a flat federal or state tax rate there? Or is it
You mean sales tax or income tax?
income tax?
No, it's not a flat, it's a progressive tax.
Income tax is progressive based on how much you earn.
Yes, progressive.
Is it
Up to 50.5%, so it's quite lenient actually.
sure? They have several like credits or deductions to make things complicated,
Yes.
just like ours.
And ours. Guessing that's universal, really?
Right? See, we'll make more money off taxes if we make it complicated enough. Then we charge more from the people who can't figure it out. Welcome to the first meeting of the Deja Vu Club. I'm sure you already feel at home. So, Owen, that has a different meaning in Spokane, where I'm from. There's an establishment that, how do you put it, opens late at night and only accepts people of a certain age, generally frequented by one gender, called Deja Vu. And no, I don't feel at home there, for the record. It's like the only one in town, so everyone knows the name.
Is that the PMAC? PMAC, I guess it is.
Oh, I bet you he's with Coco. Going the other way. Ooh! Owen says he met the vegetarian brother of Bruce Lee the other day. His name? Rocco Lee. His son came up to me holding an acorn and said, "What's this?" I said, "A tree." And he goes, "Really?" I said, "In a nutshell, yeah."
Oh.
When my wife was pregnant with our first kid, she says, "Get whatever baby monitor you think is best. I trust your judgment." I don't understand why when I came home with a large lizard, she was so upset. And then she says, "Hey, go to the store and get some avocado or get some milk, excuse me. And if they have avocados, get 6." So I came back with 6 gallons of milk and said they had avocados. Okay, I have an app idea for you guys. It's kind of like Tinder, but both you and your significant other have accounts. You open it at the same time and swipe left or right on restaurants within a radius that you determine. After you match, that's where you have dinner.
Yeah.
I'll call it Chicken Tinder. It's actually not a terrible idea. It might make things easier.
This is. Yeah. And actually, you could do that for anything. You know, what film should we see? What bar should we go to?
Right?
Yeah. Yeah, it gets rid of all the arguments, doesn't it?
Right? Well, unless it shows her everything that you liked, you might get in trouble. So, yeah, maybe if it only shows her the ones you match on.
Yeah. Ah.
So, if Mantis are always praying, what is their faith? Do 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 do. Okay, the question was, if the mantis are always praying, what is their faith? The answer? It varies. They're all in sex. There's actually a follow-on story to this one. So, when I was a Cub Scout, like 8 years old, the den leader took us to the library and said, okay, children, boys, whatever, go find some books on topics you'd like to learn about and bring them back. So we go out there, I'm looking for a while, and I come back to her and I say, excuse me, leader? She says, yes. I said, how do you spell sex? And her face just lights up red. She's like, going through her mind, she's like, well, okay, he comes from a family of 8 children. Maybe his parents are progressive. Maybe they've already been educating them. And I'm just sitting there like, you know, like insects. Like everyone knows how to spell in. I just don't know how to spell sex. I want to learn about bugs, lady. Oh my gosh. She couldn't call my mom fast enough to tell her that story. Andy Lawton says, what happens when the queen farts? Nothing. Noble gases don't react.
You know, that's treason here. You know that, don't you?
That's what us Americans do best. Treason. So that's King George. So there is a musical called Hamilton. Have you guys heard of it?
No.
No.
You say yes or no? I didn't.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Okay,
Don't know,
so,
but I've heard of it.
so it's about Alexander Hamilton during the Revolution when the United States was trying to become independent from Britain.
It's long,
And there's some funny scenes in there where the king's, you know, he's talking about all the rebels and that are over in the States. And he says, I'm going to send a fully armed battalion to remind you of my love, how much I love you as your leader. I'll send a fully armed battalion. Or the other one is, I'll kill your friends and family to remind you of my love. Anyways, pretty interesting. Netflix has it recorded. It's of the it talks a lot of interesting history about the revolution in the States. Andy Lawton says he wrote a book on reverse psychology. Whatever you do, do not read it. Ancient Greeks would be horrified that we refer to, quote, laying on a couch all weekend watching a TV series as a, quote, marathon. It's about the only marathons I ever do. So, do you guys snore at all? Apparently, I snore so loudly that it scares everyone in the car I'm driving.
Yeah.
It's okay. I just want to die peacefully in my sleep like my grandpa. Not like the screaming passengers in the backseat of his car. Owen says, I don't snore. I dream that I'm a motorcycle. See, my wife and I met on the net. Turns out we're both really bad trapeze artists. Like a net below trapeze, like a
Yeah, we got it.
Yeah, we got it.
Good morning, boys.
Well, let's hear it. I have yet to authenticate the voice. It could still be an imposter.
Morning, boys.
Oh, there it is. Mr. Eric Denning in the flesh.
100% match.
Pete, meet Eric.
Yeah?
Eric, meet Pete.
Voice
Hi,
ID
Eric.
check. Hey, Pete.
Because one-liners are so short, spelling is vital. There's very little margin for error. Speaking of margarine, I met your
Yeah.
wife, Margo. Your
Not getting any
wife,
better.
Your mom, Margo, Eric. Very cool lady.
Nice.
Her and Charisse and McKenna came over for dinner last Saturday.
Nice. That's cool.
So for context on that, Pete, Charisse is Eric's sister. They both ride a lot. She happened to be visiting in town to drop her daughter off at college.
Yeah.
She lives in Arkansas, or as we like to call it, Arkansas.
Now we call it Arkansas.
Okay. I say Arkansas just to mess with them.
You went to the U too, didn't you? You're probably happy with her school choice there.
I'm a U fan, and as it turns out, I'm actually doing some recruiting at the U this year for interns and new college grads.
Nice.
And I know Teresa's daughter is looking to go into engineering of sorts. That might actually be an okay fit.
Yeah.
I applied to the U, but I was out of state. And when I saw the difference between the scholarship that I had which for in-state tuition versus out-of-state, I said hard pass.
Yep.
Andy Lawton says, as a kid, I used to watch The Wizard of Oz and wondered how somebody without a brain could talk. And then I got social media.
All makes sense now.
Oh my gosh. So how's the collarbone feeling, Eric?
Oh, it's getting there. Doctor actually approved me to ride indoors without a sling.
Nice. So you're doing your own virtual loadaja then? Indoors?
Yeah, totally. Sounds really fun.
We're using you to gauge when Valverde will ride again, so it's very important.
So Pete, Lodaja is a bike race that's coming up on September 11th. That's here close to Eric and I. It's a 205-mile one-day race with 3 mountain
On or
passes.
off-road?
Say what?
On or off-road?
On road.
On road.
On road.
Yeah.
It's a road race, sanctioned. About 8,000 to 9,000 feet of climbing.
Yeah.
0 toilet stops.
Oh boy.
Exactly.
I got dropped last year because I didn't pee at the right time. So I'm determined to pee my pants this year.
Yeah, I've filled a shoe before.
Well, if you can fill the shoe of a competitor, that might work actually.
Oh,
That takes more skill.
Kev says, yes, they both usually end up on the road. Kev, no,
Oh,
no.
Kev's here.
Kev's getting feisty. Kev says, hashtag truth hurts. No crashing hurts. That's what hurts.
Yeah, it's the crashing part.
So the guy I know who's riding up around Jackson at the moment is posting photos of mooses and signs warning of buffalo, and it sounds pretty wild up there.
Right? Pretty soon there'll be a wild Wagner and Denning around there.
Oh, dear.
Wait. Maybe not. Oh, wait, Denning,
Oh,
you're going
dear.
for...
He said,
You doing support?
he said, "Oh dear."
Oh, boy.
Yeah, I haven't said exactly. I'm probably going though. Yeah.
I think it was worthwhile when I...
It's like the way they've adjusted the stops now. We're pretty much only doing 2 stops, like
Yeah.
Montpelier and Thane. So you gotta have 3 bottles now.
There's one... So there's Montpelier... I feel like there was one before Alpine. But you don't want to do the
Thane,
one...
But Alpine and Thane, I looked at my tracks, and between Thane and Alpine, last time I rode it was 45 minutes.
Yeah, it's... Andy Lawton, I was asked to describe myself in 3 words. I said, 1, Lazy. To which Owen replies, the Institute of Unfinished Research has concluded that 6 out of 10 people So I was saying, when I went and supported my brother the year that I had gotten hit by a truck, I still felt like the trip was worthwhile.
Yeah. Well, we've got a pretty good crew of spouses and such that are already planning support, so I'm just debating because I was trying to get, we were going to go hang out in Jackson for a few days, and I was trying to get Jamie to come too, so it's a balance of figuring that out mixed with whatever's fun for us and too boring for her. Yeah. Because it's one thing if I'm supporting them and I can sit there all day, that's fine, but it's not that cool for her.
I have my dad coming to support me. Be a fun little adventure trip for us.
Nice.
I think he's been to, I'm not even sure if he's been to one of my bike races before, to be honest. I think he has.
We'll prepare him to be able to see you at the stop for about 30 seconds.
Yes, I did tell him. I said, it's like a pit stop. It'd be like 2 or 3 pit stops. The real adventures, the drive there and afterwards, etc. With the races.
Yeah.
Bye-bye. He just bought a new Harley Davidson tricycle that he wanted to bring along. I said, I think it's going to be really hard to bring the bike. I mean, he could drive it to Logan, leave it there, and drive it back, but
Get it back on the way back through.
yeah,
Well,
but
you can bring your bike, he should be able to bring his bike.
yeah, exactly.
But you just got to find a bike rack to mount your bike on there, and then he's going to drive you on the back.
Yeah, he's okay with it. We're just going to take my car. A lot more spacious, easier to carry stuff, big cooler of food, etc.
Picturing you showing up to Logan on the back of a motorcycle, like Dumb and Dumber style.
Duh, we're in the Rockies.
Bingo. Don't forget your gloves.
I've never seen the point in watch manufacturers boasting about their watches working underwater. If I'm underwater, I'm either on holiday or drowning. Either way, I wouldn't care what time it is. Fact.
So have you guys tried the Zwift activity monitor?
Is that the overlay that puts your
Application?
stats
Yeah,
in like a web view
I
or in the
just
game?
fired it up so I can nerd out at all times.
Never had a need, but I had seen people talking about it.
I think the only real reason, or the best need, would be if you ever do the team time trials.
Yeah.
And let's see what things are looking.
I just got a PayPal notice saying that I paid $15 to Swift, so that's the only activity monitor I have accounted.
Only 15. Mine comes to 1609 after taxes. Jerks.
Isaac gets $14.99 or something. I think we don't pay tax here.
No.
Okay, it's converted into euros. They probably
Sure.
get us on that.
I'm just waiting for them to convert it to Dogecoin or drops. Because I'll easily pay for my subscription in drops. Or
Because
dots.
they're worth about the same. Dogecoin and drops.
Exactly. No, that would make drops a lot more valuable than they actually are. What's the value of one Dogecoin? Is it like a nano penny or something?
I can't remember what it's at. Like 10 cents or something.
Okay. I know the value of one Bitcoin is currently hovering at about $48,000. Speaking of which, now that I have my direct VPN into work, we have this 3D GUI we use for visualizing our simulation that's built on Unity. Same thing Zwift's built on. And
Nice.
turns out it conflicts with my crypto miner.
I hate that when work comes in the way.
Right? But it runs a lot better locally than running it over RDP on a remote session. It's way better. Could you imagine playing Zwift through an RDP session?
That sounds fine.
Okay, I'm going to leave you at the end of the sprint. So,
Hey,
Thanks
Pete,
a lot,
great ride
everyone.
today.
hey, it's been
Glad you
good.
joined
I'll
us.
see you next week. Or
Yep. Bye-bye, Pete.
yeah. Cheers. Bye.
Cheers,
All
mate.
the weeks. Yeah.
Man driving a Jeep has a cover on his spare tire that looks like a donut. He gets pulled over and the cop says, "Do you know why I pulled you over?" "Yes, officer. But unfortunately, that's not a real donut. It's just a tire cover."
Wow.
That'd go over well.
Yeah, it does go over the tire quite well.
So you think you wanna slow down? That really doesn't work now. They might think
I'm glad Greg is not here.
is that better than crazy?
He'd have to break out the body cam footage of him recently chasing a perp
Yes.
into a donut shop.
Oh. Convenient. Owen says Dogecoin is currently 27.5 cents. American cents? The website also gives the exchange rate to Bitcoin, which is amusing. Yeah, conversion rate to one Bitcoin's like 120,000 Dogecoin.
Nice.
What is you guys saying about Wahoo firmware? No, something about the kicker firmware.
I'll have to check the logs.
I think I've been 3.5 years on the same firmware with the kicker, so I'm not liable to change.
Right? If it ain't broken, fix it till it is.
Yeah.
I bought an American produce trainer in sent that in a couple of years it was broken. I can get a brand new one, but that's not working out.
So one Dogecoin is 0.000005871 Bitcoin.
A lot of zeros.
It is 5.8 micro Bitcoin. If I'm reading that correct. So Eric, I finally pulled myself away from work at like 9 o'clock last night, but my mind was still racing with all the new cool different things I can do now that I have a VPN in my house. But like my brain didn't shut off until like 12:30 at night.
Nice.
Like, brain, stop! I should be charging this to my company. Can't turn this thing off.
You're on clock.
Somebody's getting annoyed about their conversation. How about you discuss this in a tech forum? As if Zwift Chat isn't a tech forum.
Apple TV, Tech Forum, I doubt it.
Wow, really? Nicholas woke up on the wrong side of the bed. Morning, Chris.
Hey.
Morning.
On it.
Stop interrupting, Coco.
Yeah. Ooh. Z thinks you got a new setup, huh?
Ouch.
Yeah, you guys got one of those? Put your helmets on. Oh. You guys don't have that one, huh?
Oh, find your hat though.
Everybody knows that's what happens when you upgrade a Cat 2.
Right? No man's land.
Yep.
Just in case somebody reports me to Zwift Power.
Careful eyes from shifting eyes, too quick to overanalyze. I bet it comes as no surprise. Clever
Well,
minds
Zeke Collins doesn't have anything to say, based on the rumors anyway.
goodbye. I hope you cut me down to size. I wanna be everything you want and so much more.
Dave Vision 96. Welcome, welcome. Thanks for the follow on Twitch. Bam! Bam!
See my
So I got
fancy
new-
new disc wheel here. Supposedly this is the fastest now.
Ooh.
Had to spin a million drops.
So that's like what? 0.000000000 Dogecoin?
Yeah.
I wanna be everything you want and so much more. But I lie awake and wonder if I'll ever be the one. So I try to do anything I can.
So I got invited to a ride yesterday.
Oh, wow. Okay, interruption. The Zwift Activity Monitor gives you automatic lap times. You
Ooh.
would probably enjoy it on this course. It does not pop up as with Trust.
That could be handy. Especially for TTTs.
Yeah. Well, you're always doing calculations on this course, too. See which laps. When you're doing something that's like this, that you've done a billion times and you know what the laps typically are. Although, I'm not sure when it started. It's almost like it started a lap, dropped me to follow, and is auto-lapping based on that same location.
Where you started?
Yeah, because we didn't just cross the line, and it just popped up.
Huh. Interesting. Yeah, we're like
26-minute lap.
like 2/3 of the way through the lap right now.
Yeah. I guess
Maybe
that would
there's
work
a-
fine as long as you
Maybe there's a button
started the race
to
at
choose
all
where the
spots.
lap is. Maybe you can like hit a button to.
Yeah, there is a lap button. I'll play with it.
So yeah, I got invited to a ride for tomorrow. 112 miles, 8,000 feet of climbing. I was like, whoa.
Huh.
I gotta work.
No big deal. Just a Friday.
Might have actually been good because I got enough stuff going on Saturday that I will hardly get a ride in. But I just can't. And plus, the start of that ride for 112 miles was like an hour away from me. Like,
So you have to round it up to 150 miles
No, hour drive.
and leave 4 hours beforehand.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'd rather work 16 hours. It's worth more in my pocketbook. No, it's Mount Nebo, which I haven't done before. I'd like to do it, but it's just not the right timing for me.
Yeah.
But I think we're going to try. I think I'm going to start putting together a chat of ODZ related people in the Salt Lake Valley and see if we can plan a Saturday group ride in like September sometime, like the
Nice.
18th or 25th. Kind of start doing like, so that'd probably be the last one this year, but thinking like a monthly or every 2 months kind of deal, since we'll be so spread out that much more frequent that will be hard.
Yeah. Might be able to squeeze an October in, depending on how the
We'll see. Yep.
storms end up. Yep.
To which Chris says, "Don't put them all on Saturdays."
You gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah, his wife does long runs on Saturdays, and he's got kid duties.
If you know in that part
We know
of
a month in
you'll be able
advance. Could you
to
organize?
Just one of them.
Yeah, I mean, might be workable. Let's see.
What's your wife training for? As soon as that's over, you're good.
He does this year round pretty much. So,
That's what my wife always thinks. So like after Lotoja, that's like your last big thing, right? So slow down, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
It's a midlife thing. You're in for the long run.
slow down for a month. When you pick back up.
The problem is if it slows down too much, full midlife crisis hits, and then you go buy a Corvette. So you should be happy with this.
Yeah.
I don't know. Have you seen the price of bikes?
Corvette might be cheaper than a bike right now. Has the I know the used car market was crazy high prices recently. Anybody know if that's changed? As stock of new cars
in Europe,
come back?
worse than ever. And my son, he's getting his driver's license next month, so it's a bit of a problem.
Uh-oh.
Oh man. I've heard it's so bad that car dealerships are calling people that they sold new cars to and are offering to buy them back at like 95% of value so they can resell
Practically
it.
the same.
Yeah, like, because they can sell again for
crazy.
higher.
okay, there's some kind of bug in this Swift activity monitor. And
No
it says
way.
the normalized is 2.93.
Yeah.
Oh, it's-
actually
it's-
created by Swift.
Zwift owns all the bugs. None of the third-party tools
Yeah,
can
but
have
I
any
said
of that.
it'll be fixed tonight. That's the difference.
Oh, they didn't say soon. Okay, that's different. It's totally the difference. Have you heard from Haskell recently, Eric?
Yeah. Yeah, I talk to him once in a while. He's super busy right now with DSU starting this week
Yep.
and his program taking off and
Yeah.
all the new students and such.
Imagine. Richard Zagan! Thank you for the raid! Bam! 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 Hope you guys enjoying the feed? Enjoying the stream? We've got 3 dad jokes live and in person. Justin Wagner, Eric Denning, Ufer Lindhart, and then Chris Pans. Okay, we have 4 dad jokes. You just can't see Chris.
So back to Chris Haskell. The last communication from him was 2 nights ago. He texted me and said, "Hey, we're at this movie theater. Do you mind pulling up a security cam photo of my wife and then texting it to me and asking what's with the purse?" It's just typical Chris Haskell jokes, yeah. So to pull it up, and I texted to him and his wife because I wanted to send it to like a new group so it would show up fresh. And I said, because it was like a huge purse. It sounded like they'd had a discussion about taking it into a theater.
Right?
So I texted both of them and said, "Whoa, what's with the purse?" You know, from a couple of our different security cam footage. And he doesn't notice. So there are different cars driving home at this point. And he doesn't notice that I sent it to him and his wife. So then he's like, "Oh, this is perfect. This is fabulous. Okay, I'll show it to her when I get home." And then his wife responds to the same thread, "Hey!" His response, "Oh shoot."
Guilty. Caught it red-handed. It's awesome.
He says, "Man, I don't know anything about what she's doing here. I'm the innocent one here." And then last message is, "Haskell, you're in big trouble." So, typical Haskell-esque. Nothing's changed.
You know, some people are such treasures, but you really just want to bury them. Are we saying that Chris Haskell's a treasure? No? Yes? Not that kind of treasure. Ooh, this is a good one. 10 easy ways to be offensive at a wedding. Here we go. Number 1.
This is the sort of stuff that pops up in your Google searches.
Something like that. Number
Oh,
one,
where's Z going?
show up with a baby and claim
ya.
that the baby belongs to the newlyweds. Number 2, cover yourself with glue to improve your chances of catching the bouquet. Number 3, tell people you knew the bride before the sex change operation. 4, tell the bride that the only reason you can look at her is that you used to be a proctologist. Oh no. No. This is terrible. Oh, I can't even finish this.
That good. It's that good.
Steal the cards
You
from the
made your
wedding
bed
gifts
in a lake.
so nobody can tell who they came from. Bring in a stack of wedding cards that you've already filled in with the names of their Facebook friends who weren't invited and attach them to the gifts. Walk up to various guests, demand to see their invitations.
Invitations, please.
Oh boy. Oh boy. When I say it's a long story, it doesn't really mean it's a long story. It usually just means I don't want to tell you.
It's just too long to tell. Whatever that means.
Have you ever noticed that Ireland is just one sea away from Iceland?
Nice. Nice.
Here we go. Here's some deep thoughts. What makes cheese so confidential that we actually need cheese shredders?
Okay.
Just before somebody gets nervous, do they experience cocoons in their stomach? Valid question.
What?
Just before somebody gets nervous, do they experience cocoons in their stomach? Right before the butterflies?
Oh, I gotcha. Man, that one's a stretch.
Woo! Hey, what's up, Sam? We're going for 3 hours. We got just over an hour left. If horrific means to make horrible, why doesn't terrific mean to make terrible?
Okay, so that's a good question.
Valid question.
Now, that one has merit.
Before they invented drawing boards, what did they go back to? I mean, you couldn't go back to the drawing board.
It's a stick in the dirt is what it is.
If aliens are smart enough to travel through space, why do they keep abducting the dumbest people on Earth? Wait, do they mean all people on Earth are the dumbest? Or just they're abducting the dumbest of those on Earth? Not quite sure. When your pet bird sees you reading the newspaper, does he wonder why you're just sitting there staring at carpeting?
Probably.
All right, this is a real one that, I mean, this is, when people say they slept like a baby, why do they say that when babies wake up every 2 hours?
So
Fact.
hungry.
Morning, Frank. Welcome to stream. Why isn't phonetic spelled the way it sounds?
Yeah, that's a good question.
When somebody asks a penny for your thoughts and you put your 2 cents in, what happens to the other penny? Taxes. Taxes is what happens to the other penny. I wish I could change my name to nobody on Facebook. That way when I like all of my friends' comments and photos, it would come up as, nobody likes this. Nobody likes your photo. Uh-oh. Did Discord die? Let's see. You guys there on Discord?
Yep. We lose you?
Discord dropped out for me and then reconnected.
Well, I have him.
Yeah, seems okay here.
Make sure my miner isn't running. It's not.
Fancy sound wheel that's walking down your PC, I'm sure.
Yeah. Extra CPUs.
Why isn't palindrome spelled the same way backwards?
It's just a name, it's not an example.
What if birds aren't singing and they're screaming because they're afraid of heights? Valid question.
Where are you getting this stuff?
Premium Dad Jokes Facebook page.
Oh.
Has it ever occurred to optimists and pessimists that the glass is refillable? He's got a valid point there. Is it a bottomless glass, though? And is the popcorn tub really bottomless, Eric?
If it's bottomless glass, it's not refillable.
Oh, okay. Good to know. So when somebody asks for the bottomless tub of popcorn. You just hand them a ring.
Yep. Give him one of those frisbee rings. and dump a big pile of popcorn on the floor in front of him.
Clean up on aisle 1. If you tickle a cow, will the milk come out its nose? I don't think that's how it works.
Probably. Yeah.
If it's 0 degrees outside today, and it's supposed to be twice as cold tomorrow, how cold is it going to be?
Real cold.
It's a word to Kelvin and then back again, then it works.
Yeah.
Why do we press harder on the remote control when we know the batteries are dead? Guilty.
Batteries know. They're just screwing with you. They know.
They're messing with you.
Yep.
When sign makers go on a strike, is anything written on their picket signs?
Nope.
They might have to bring in the scabs to make their picket signs for them. Why is it that when people say, don't take this personally, but that then they go on to insult you? No deep thought. Why do overlook and oversee mean opposite things? Valid question. I'll have to oversee somebody getting that response, see why it was overlooked. When does it stop being partly cloudy and start being partly sunny? What is the dividing boundary? Also related, what's the boundary between 0 BC and 0 AD?
Stephen Hawking has an answer to that.
When French people swear, do they say, "Pardon my English"?
Yeah.
If a turtle doesn't have a shell, is he homeless or naked? Penny for your thoughts. Let's have your 2 cents. The government's needing some more funds.
No more taxes.
Why is the word abbreviate so long? Valid. Why is it called after dark when it actually is after light? Then maybe, bet you Ufer has an answer to this one. If people from Poland are called Poles, why aren't people from Holland called Holes?
That's a good question. Maybe we can start using it tomorrow.
Beer Bear using some logic. After dark, because the darkness has arrived, and it is then after it. Somebody's got his smarts on this morning. If an orange is orange, why isn't a lime called a green or a lemon called a yellow? Deep thoughts. You were saying, Ufer, and I cut you off?
Yeah, no, it's a bit too late. Like, why did the plane to Warsaw crash?
Why did the plane at Warsaw crash?
Yeah, it's waiting for Warsaw.
You cut out, I didn't hear you.
Too many poles in the left side of the plane.
There we go.
Beer Bear says, I don't even know which one he's responding to, but he says, because the Florida education system needs repaired. Probably true. Oh, Florida oranges.
I think he's just responding to the continuous stream of dad jokes. It was a general response.
Couldn't come up with a word for it, so they used the color.
It could indicate a lack somewhere in the US education system. I agree to that.
Oh, I see what you're throwing down, Uber.
I'm honest. So when they say I took a cat nap, it means I slept for 18 hours and then peed on your favorite shirt after I woke up.
Fact.
Eric can attest.
Freaking cats. Freaking cats.
I once peed in my laptop computer, which I used my Radio Shack. That was not a good day.
Mine likes to come down and sit on my MacBook because it's so warm, and then resets everything. It's like hard reset because she puts her butt right on the power button.
Oh, jeez.
Hard resets everything.
So as a reaction to that mishap on the laptop computer, I installed these loud pitch ultrasound things with a motion detector. The problem being that the cat had to pass through the garage in order to get out, so they got really good at going along the wall without making a lot of movement.
Very stealthy.
They're bloody smart cats.
What did the nut say when it was chasing the other nut? I'm a cashew.
I'm a cashew.
That's right, Beer Bear. You like that one.
He's got 2 dogs. Yeah, the dog destroys the house in other ways. A little more brute force.
So if history repeats itself, I'm totally getting a dinosaur. Is that how it works?
Yeah.
So why is it that it's always a female computer voice that calmly announces self-destruct sequences and other violent disasters. You ever think about that one? Get in trouble if I have an answer to that one. It's gonna suck when the meteor wipes the planet. Yeah, it might. What do a clarinet and a lawsuit have in common? Everyone is relieved when the case is closed. Now, for all you clarinet players out there, we're not anti-clarinet. Two fish are in a tank. One is driving, and the other one is operating the gun. Two soldiers are in a tank. They both drown. I think they would have given him maybe SEAL training. The last thing men want to hear is a calm woman's voice before they die. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. That's the answer. That's why it's a calm woman's voice announcing the self-destruct sequence. Oh, just over 45 minutes. We're good.
I just realized that this normalized power thing it keeps slipping to is not a bug.
Oh yeah?
It switches to watts per cube set interval and gives it to you both ways.
I've heard it both ways. You know, I went on TripAdvisor and gave Earth a 1-star rating and a bad review to discourage any aliens that were planning an invasion.
That'll show them. This place sucks!
I need to talk to the manager! I can't stand honors college kids. I just asked this girl, hey, why aren't koalas considered bears? And she hits me with, they're marsupials. Shut up, nerd. The answer to the joke is, they don't have the qualifications. Does anyone else get scared when they get a text that says, can I ask you a question? Depends.
Just did.
Maybe. Here you go. People think that Q, Q-U-E-U-E, is just Q followed by 4 silent letters. But those letters are not silent. They're just waiting their turn. Button. Ooh. Starting to feel the burn. How you feeling, Chris? Eric, how's it going? Hot legs?
Well, definitely feeling it. Heart rate's still holding out okay though, so
Nice.
getting better.
Oofer, you said you weren't
that's it, too.
feeling super
last
good at the
few
beginning.
weeks.
How are you feeling, Oofer?
Oh, better than expected because I was feeling really bad this morning. It's okay.
And then you
still
saw
feel
my
no
pretty
good.
face. That's
Yeah.
what changed it all.
Yeah. I was cheered up. But I think I'm going to leave you at 100K, so another 10K.
Okay.
for me. It's often like that. If you feel crap, then just get on the bike and then everything is good again.
Right? Usually I get on the toilet when I feel like crap.
Yeah, that's my idea as well.
Yeah.
People who confuse the word burrow and burrow don't know their ass from a hole in the ground. See what I did there?
Yeah.
See what I did there?
Yep.
A wise doctor once wrote, so I can't read the rest of it. It's in indiscernible squiggles. Every McDonald's should have a flag they fly at half-mast when the ice cream machine is broken. %80 of arguments start because somebody hasn't eaten yet. Fact. I need to eat a fig bar. That isn't true. Let me take a bite of this fig bar. McDonald's just needs to shut down if the ice cream machine isn't working, right? Also, why are you at McDonald's? I have kids, Beer Bear. I have kids. I do not collect the Happy Meals toys. I repeat, I do not collect Happy Meals toys. It's terrible food, you're right. All right, Eric. It's your turn to poorly explain what you do for a job.
Eat red vines. That's it.
It's the truth. I'm going to pull up some of the comments on this one. Person says, when people can't see, I stick pieces of plastic and metal on their faces and bend it around so they can. Then when they complain, I heat it all up, bend it around some more until they go away with good vision, until a dog or cat or child or their own derriere undoes all my work, and then I bend it around some more and they come back and complain. That's what Jason
took
does.
some work to think of that.
Right? A lot of bending. This person says, I poke people with needles and tell them to fart. At least that's what I put on my form, stating I was up for jury duty. I never got a call back.
Sounds like a nurse.
My bosses physically and emotionally abuse me. I clean some of the grossest messes and I don't get paid. Mom.
Yep.
I babysit adolescent kids on the verge or in the midst of puberty while trying to get them to write about it, period, incomplete sentences, period. I cut pieces of dirty flesh into smaller pieces of clean flesh so people can put it in their mouth without dying. Butcher. I force a large group of emotionally unstable people in a small room that they cannot leave, while I force them to listen to my ramblings that they must memorize. Then I make them prove to me that they did. Dr. Haskell. Dr. Haskell. I put shiny silver bracelets on people who don't obey words written in a book.
Sounds like Magnus to me.
Right? I listen to strangers bicker back and forth and write tiny books about what they say. Therapist? Marriage counselor? And this one was classic. Poorly explaining what he does for a living. Boss makes $1, I make a dime. That's why I poop on company time. Mic drop. That's
Heard that one before. Yep.
the other day I was at a thrift store. I bought an old record album called Sounds Wasps Make. When I got it home and played it, I said to myself, this doesn't sound anything like wasp sounds. And then I realized I was playing the B-side.
Gotcha. That one took a second.
You know what's better than a dad bod, Eric? A father figure. Not sure it means the same thing.
Okay. Pretty much the same.
Owen says, I was about to ask you how you were getting on, but that answers it. G'day, Ben. Buenos dias, amigo. Sean bienvenido a la fiesta de la mañana. Whenever I tell my youngest I'm trying to get in shape, she tells me round is a shape. Ooh.
Dang. That's some snark. How old's your youngest?
Yeah, Owen, how old's your youngest? Ben just rode 61 miles outside. Nice. 21. Sounds about right, Owen. Sounds about like a response a 21-year-old would give.
Okay, yep, makes more sense now.
My youngest is 3 and is loving the fact that all of her older siblings are at school during the day and she gets mom all to herself.
Nice.
Feels pretty.
Today's the first day here.
Okay. Ben says the first ride outside since my crash back in early June. Hey, that's awesome, Ben. We get back on the horse or bike.
Yeah, we might know a thing or two about that.
Possibly. Maybe.
My doc claims I can't go outside until the 12-week mark. Let's see if I last that long.
That'll be the day of the first autumn storm.
Yep.
July, you read the wrong. Oh gosh. July, you read the month wrong. Wrong month. Now my brain's hurting, Ben. Heard that there are 3 reasons to become a school teacher. You know what they are, Roofer?
I didn't become one.
June, July, and August.
Ah, yeah.
Yep.
Do trolls even live under bridges anymore? Or have they all relocated to the internet? I'm gonna go with they got a relocation package. Okay, this is a Venn diagram of things that cats and inkjet printers have in common. Eric will appreciate this. Moody, spend a lot of time self-cleaning, unreliable, demand feeding when container is full, and ignore requests.
That's about right. Hey, babe.
Hi.
Love ya.
What are you riding today?
Huh?
What are you riding today?
Just riding with the crew here. Love ya.
Flight attendant on a plane says, "Is there a doctor on board?" The dad, nudging his son, says, "That should have been you." "Not now, Dad. They're not asking for a graphic designer to help now, are they?" "Dad, there's a medical emergency happening right now. Why don't you save him as a PDF and see if that helps?"
Nice.
Mrs. Eric is gone, although we'll hear the ring alert here soon as she goes out the front door.
Yep. Yep.
Okay, I'm off. See you guys. Thanks for
I see you, Ufer.
Yeah.
Great day, man.
So it turns out my boss calls me the computer. Has nothing to do with my intelligence. It's just the fact that I go to sleep if left unattended for 15 minutes. Not true. Not true. Takes at least 16. Owen says a 90s English cricketer was nicknamed the Cat because they would always find him in a strange corner of the dressing room, sound asleep. And he says, "I have a screensaver face." Is that like saying I have a face for radio?
I think it means the same thing, yeah.
I wish I could push the envelope, but it's stationary.
Oh boy.
Oh boy is right. Premium dad tip. If a telemarketer calls, give the telephone to your 3-year-old and tell her it's Santa. And there's the ring alert we've been waiting for.
Yep. Well, she's gonna be late.
Is it just me, or does the word retweet bring up images of Elmer Fudd commanding an army on the defensive? We tweet! We tweet!
I don't know if the current gen knows who Elmer Fudd is.
Right? Who came up with the spelling of dyslexia? I don't know, Owen. How did you spell it in the first place? Did spell check help you out? You pesky wabbit, says Ben. Shoot the ball! Shoot the ball! Hopefully you've seen the new Space Jam.
I haven't seen it.
Haven't seen the new Space
Poor
Jam.
reviews. Pretty poor reviews on that one. I guess
Kids
unless
love
you're
it.
a LeBron fan. Yeah.
My kids loved it. Hey, they even had Michael Jordan in it. Michael B. Jordan.
Really? Ah, that Michael Jordan.
They're like, is it Michael? Is that? He's like, yeah, Michael B. Jordan. They couldn't get Michael A. Jordan, so they went with Michael B. Jordan. Oh boy. What word starts with an E, ends with E, and only has one letter in it? Envelope.
Oh,
Envelope.
yeah, I got that one right before you said it. Yep.
100 messages in the chat. That's it. There's a towel whip. Owen says, who decided to put 3 T's in the word stutter? Stutter, right? Did you know if you rearrange the letters of Postman, he gets really annoyed?
I believe it.
Did I just see Eric's soul leaving his body?
It left long ago. When I turned Wags' volume down to 70%.
Nah. Did you hear about the guy getting hit by the same bicycle day after day? It was a vicious cycle. Did you hear about the 2 ghosts who fell madly in love? It was love at first fright. Did you hear about the giant that grew up? It was all
Holy cow.
over town.
We're going down to 40%.
Did you hear about the two silkworms in a race? It ended in a tie. Only 70%, says Andy. Oh boy.
Figure I can hear my name if he calls it at that level.
Did you hear about the kidnapping at school? Don't worry. He eventually woke up. Hey, yo! Under 20 minutes, we got this. We'll see if Eric responds, or if Eric has turned his volume down too much. Because Eric, I'll send you a text if Justin mentions you, Eric.
Yeah, thanks.
Ooh. Oh yeah, Ben. That's also what you call somebody who trains a lot on the bike, even when using chamois cream. I might know. $18 minutes. We got this. What's up, Raheem? Welcome to the stream. Hey, Eric. Do you know why educated people are more attractive or they're hotter?
Nope.
Educated people are hotter because they have more degrees.
Yeah. Duh.
Owen says, look, I'm already doing 50 and a 30. There's no need to tailgate me. And those flashing blue lights on top of your car make it look really stupid. So any interesting projects going on at the theaters, Eric?
What was that?
Any interesting projects going on at the theaters?
Oh, just crazy busy. We've still got 3 theaters closed, and I'm trying to bring one of them up next Friday.
Got it.
Amazing how much stuff breaks and just how much work there is after a building's been shuttered for a year and a half.
Imagine.
There was a roof leak.
Vandalism, or
that,
just from
was
just not
no,
being
just a
washed?
roof leak that was leaking up into one of the upstairs rooms. Literally was the only spot in the entire building where I had a full server rack.
Oh gosh.
It was just draining right onto it.
What row?
The crazy thing is once it totally dried, everything but the UPS works. And it was drenched.
Was it all
I
powered
mean,
off?
it's like, oh no.
Oh gosh.
A lot of it was on. There's like watermarks coming down the front of the monitor.
Oh gosh.
That's on the front of that rack. Looks like you shot like hard water sprinkler at it. And I mean, the switch, I tried it a little bit after and I thought it was dry. The switch was like flashing, nothing was working. I went over there last week expecting to inventory all the things I was gonna have to buy.
Right?
And everything turned on. Everything worked except the UPS.
So you just
I could not believe it.
fixed the leak and then turned it all off and let it sit for a while?
Yep. Well, the theater was closed anyway.
Yeah. It's crazy. My, my little small rack I have for my network hub.
Yeah.
It's right next to my Zwift station, and like 2 feet away from the 400-gallon emergency water tank my wife bought. Maybe it's not 400 gallon.
Nice.
It's one of those blue ones. It's like oval, so it still fits through doors.
Yep.
So it was drained from when we redid the floor. So she sticks the hose in, puts it on low volume, it starts filling up. She goes outside, puts the hose on full blast, to which the hose
And it
pulls
shoots
out
it
and starts spraying everywhere. Oh my gosh.
Nice. Well, it's surprising how robust that stuff is.
Right?
Because I was pretty shocked.
I mean, I guess the fact that it's in that rack made it more protected.
Yeah, and I think that's kind of what helped with this. I'm sure it kind of, most of the water probably drained down edges and stuff.
Uh-huh.
Still. What's up, Bussy?
Hey guys.
Hey, Dave. How you doing this fine morning?
A little tired today, but it's day 9.
Almost
In a row,
10th of the
nice
way
job.
done.
Almost 10% done. I know, it's just I've been dreading this just like when you're on a century rider, we're counting down the percentages. 50% more. I don't want to have to do that same amount one more time.
Like
I
the
never
last
do that on
15
interval
miles of
workouts.
when you're just looking at the 100th of a mile countdown.
Uh-huh. So, yeah. Oh my gosh, so yesterday, another great day at the Vuelta. Roglic won after his crash the day before. What?
Jeez.
On a
Yeah, I've been
climbing
hearing there's some
stage.
crazy drama. I'm totally behind. I need to
He
watch some
crashed
of
his
this stuff.
ass, and the next day he came back and won a climbing stage. What?
You got the jersey
heck?
back?
What the?
No, he does not have the jersey back. But he won a stage, won another stage.
Crazy.
It's like a boxing match, man. It's heavyweight. It's crazy. It's like
It is crazy.
I've not seen, maybe never seen, except for when Lance was there, curious enough. But I don't think I've seen
Huh.
any Tour de France's that have been halfway as exciting as any of the
Are you alluding to something?
Tour de France is boring as crap.
Well,
No, you said since
when the
since
first
Lance
mountain
was
day,
there, you haven't
the
seen
winner
this much
took a
excitement.
5-minute lead and never lost it. That was kind of boring.
I know.
So I'm asking if Bussy's alluding to everyone's doping again.
That's what I thought he was saying.
No, I'm at all. I've never. The Tour de France just has boring stages. It's like they just want to, they want to be all that and a bucket of chicken, and it just ends up being boring as heck. I don't know. My opinion. I think the Giro's more exciting typically than the.
It's like I need to catch up on the Vuelta.
Yeah, you do.
Ben says 2 more weeks before he can order his new trainer. What are you going to buy, Ben? Speaking of trainers, my work, he's buying the Tax Neo 2T. I had one of those, Ben. I returned it because
I'm on
I
it
could
right
swim.
now.
Because
I
I'm too
can-
strong. Gosh darn it.
pretty much. Now, Eric and I could both make it spin out on sprints. And I said, if I'm going to pay that much for it, it better be flawless.
Why we had the R1 for so long.
You guys really wanted to make that work.
Oh boy. I still do.
So they have a V2 out for the R1. Is that the same basic thing?
They've changed the frame to be
Don't do
smaller.
it, Bussy. Don't do
It
it.
won't solve any of your problems.
The same non-working internals. Perfect.
Basically.
Yeah, I saw somewhere online the other day just a bunch of people saying that their bearings are starting to squeal, and it's like, yeah, you guys are going down that road.
I don't know. I put a lot of miles on mine. The bearings never squealed. The inside melted itself and self-combusted, but I never had bearing squeal.
Which of the 5 replacements are you talking about?
I think the one that I put the most miles on still had more miles than Bussy's, for sure.
I don't know. I haven't ridden outside for a long time. Ask all my friends.
And you think I have?
Oh. Let's see. Which course do I have routes to do that aren't hard? Hey, the London 8 doesn't look hard. A little bit of climbing. Greater London 8 doesn't look that hard. A little bit of climbing.
Owen says he's on the OG Neo with that famously hard slip. Yeah, the 2T, I think the slip
Tons
is
of slip on that one.
improved, but I can attest, not completely removed.
The 2 improved from the original Neo, and then the 2T supposedly solved it because they doubled the magnets. But it's only during a spiky sprint you can still overrun them.
What about during a lucky sprint when you just happen to get your power up accidentally? Because it never happens in real life very often.
No, that probably wouldn't slip. That's fine.
Like yesterday, remember? I had 712. Who knew?
Yeah. You beat me. I had 710.
I too.
That's when they put the magnets at an angle to try and solve that? I don't know if they put them at an angle or not.
Maybe they should try brake pads.
They doubled them. I saw the internals on that thing. Somebody did like a tour of the factory. I think it was Llama. Shane.
Okay. Under 4 minutes. Whoa. Ready to be done.
Oh, have they added a countdown distance thing to the little bar at the bottom yet? Sure.
No.
Nah, I'm sorry. Can't say that word. Buttholes.
They just have the white space there to taunt you. That's the perfect spot to do that.
So they apparently have the route countdown now up in the hood. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Countdown for when you're doing a badge?
Yeah, or it does for events. Like when I did the Ebb last week, it actually had each lap separated into little blocks within there.
Right, so
But
now
it still has.
just riding around, when you're on a course, it'll show you your progress for the course you're currently on. So it's
How does it
helpful
know
for
which course? How does it know which course you're going to be on?
the one you choose at the loading screen, probably.
It's just whatever you choose. Yeah, it will not readjust anything.
But it
Turn
doesn't.
or do
but
anything
it,
weird.
It's intended to help
never
badge
knows-
hunting.
But it never knows anything because, like, when you can put in, I'm going to do the jungle loop, and you start riding, and it'll say, it'll start doing a countdown timer for the flat whatever or some other thing that you're not even going on. It's like, dude, I told you where I'm going, you idiot.
Badges don't count. Do that.
Oh. Yeah, you can't just ride.
That's why you can't just ride the exact same
get a
route. That's why no, even though you've ridden it a billion times, you select the route so that you're in that mode.
Ooh, Ben says he's starting Zwift Academy on Monday. You know, the Endurance Lab is offering some paired coaching with Zwift Academy. If you go to the website, I think Jason just put the details up on this. I know he posted about it in the Facebook group. Let's see if I can drop a link here in the chat.
Okay, I've got an hour to go here. Oh. Remember that time when you started using Apple TV and you still try and control it with your computer mouse? Yeah, that doesn't work.
Well, it doesn't work if you're trying to control it with the remote either. The remote's ridiculous.
Is it the remote or is it Zwift? I mean, come on.
Well, both combined.
All right, why is my guy just sitting there?
A lot of fun.
Okay,
Here
it
you
was
go,
all
drop the link
paired
to
up.
this.
It
Ben?
was all paired up, and now there's nothing.
Actually, that's not going to go through the Facebook. I'll try over here. That should come through on
Hey.
Facebook. Okay. That's 3 hours, folks. My bum is done. And so am I.
Bum is done.
Okay, everything says connected, but I got 0 when I started riding.
This is not Zwift tech support, Bussy. Come on,
This is
get
not a
together.
test.
Hey, go talk about this in a tech forum. Were you here for that, Eric?
Oh, man.
Yeah, there was some chat earlier where somebody got mad that people were trying to get tech help in game chat.
Ew. Heck. Well, I looked and nobody else is streaming Zwift on Twitch, so I don't think we're gonna have
Except
a raid.
for Bussy.
Did you just start, Bussy?
I will be in a minute.
Come on,
Here.
get her up, yo.
There, God, I just hit the button.
Hit the button, would you?
Oh, God, I'm on a mountain bike. What an idiot.
Yeah, I could have told you that.
Idiot!
Oh, yeah, in the garage when you're on the Apple TV, it's super fast. I gotta look at the new bikes again. I got 11, almost 12 million pounds. No, drips, drops, whatever.
Drips and drops. You gotta buy the new disc. Supposedly it's the fastest
Like
thing in
here.
the game.
I heard it's so fast they want to outlaw it for racing or something. It's like,
There were
then
people
why would you?
talking about it.
Why would
It's
you
not
put it
that
in?
fast. It's like 9 seconds faster over an hour course.
Okay,
mean,
folks,
it's
we're
not
gonna go raid Bussy. Thanks for joining the live stream on the main channel. The chat will continue over there. I gotta head out for the day. So there you
Later.
go. We're raiding Bussy.